Hello and welcome back to the Fixed Income Securities series of NISM. Let's continue with the next chapter, that is chapter 1.4, Role of Regulators. Reserve Bank of India manages the borrowing of the central and state governments, including the union territories. The RBI also acts as the regulator for the money market and the government securities market. The RBI also governs instruments issued by commercial banks and other institutions regulated by the RBI Act 1934, Government Securities Act 2006, Payment and Settlement Systems Act 2007, Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999, Banking Regulation Act 2017, etc. are the major regulations used by the RBI to ensure an efficient debt market for government securities. The Securities and Exchange Board of India (SEBI) is the regulator for the corporate bond market, including instruments issued by commercial banks, PSUs, etc., provided such issuance by the above regulated entities uh, are, are of more than 1 year of maturity. The role of SEBI is paramount, where the funds are raised through public issuance. As per the guidelines issued by SEBI, the issuers are required to fully disclose the risk to the investors. For this, the regulator has implemented elaborate risk disclosure standards. Institutional investors like foreign portfolio investors and mutual funds also adhere to SEBI guidelines while investing in the market. SEBI also frames guidelines for debenture trustees, credit rating agencies, merchant bankers, etc., to enable a smooth and well-functioning debt market. Next chapter is chapter 1.5, Role of Credit Rating Agencies. So the credit risk is the risk of default on a debt that arises from the borrower failing to make required payments. Sovereign domestic currency based debt instruments are regarded as safe sovereign investments and perceived to be credit risk free. Pricing and returns for non government debt instruments are dictated by their issuers. Creditworthiness, that is the continuing ability of the issuer borrower to service the debt payments. Any deterioration in financial capability of the foreign borrowing firm may result in delinquency either in part or in full. Debt investments are generally long-term investments and are illiquid. Hence, investors must have full information about the issuer as well as the issue through regulatory and voluntary disclosures. The voluminous information about the issuer as well as the issue are required to be of to be standardized and summarized through a well-qualified and unbiased agency that can provide the independent view about the possible future performance of the debt. This particular role of providing risk information about the possible future performance of the issue is typically performed by a credit rating agency in the debt market. As per the extant SEBI regulations in force in the capital markets, it is necessary for an issuer to obtain a rating from any of the major credit rating agencies. In India, rating agencies are regulated by SEBI and SEBI under SEBI Regulations 1999. A credit rating agency or CRA is a company that provides information about the riskiness of a debt instrument or a company in terms of its promised performance of a debt instrument. They are regulated by SEBI and have to follow governance standards while giving the rating on a debt instrument. They issue letter grades to instruments, AAA for highest safety, B for a default, and many other grades in between. The CRAs may rate government and corporate bonds, CDs, CPs, municipal bonds, preferred stock, mortgage-backed securities, and collateralized debt obligations, etc. Investors typically see the rating before they invest. Credit rating started in 1909 with in the USA with Moody's rating of corporate and railroad bonds, as these bonds promised future performance. In the current times, credit rating has become an integral part of debt market around the globe. Credit Rating and Investor Services of India Limited, that is CRISIL, started functioning in India in 1988 to rate corporate papers. SEBI mandates disclosures of at least one credit rating while issuing that instrument. The credit rating represents a CRA's evaluation of the qualitative and quantitative information pertaining to the prospective debtor, including information provided by the prospective debtor and other non-public information obtained by the credit rating agencies in list. Ratings are the probability of default on repayment of principal or interest on relative scale, that is an issuer's likelihood to default and its likelihood to default uh, compared to another similar issuer. Ratings assigned by the rating agencies are taken as a key indicator of the relative riskiness of the bonds and to determine the credit risk paid to be charged for these instruments. It must be noted that the CRAs always qualify the rating provided for an entity or instrument and encourage investors to look for other possible publicly available information on the companies along with the information. Often bonds are rated by more than one rating agency, but the issuer is not bound to publish all the ratings. We will cover the rest of the topic in next video. That's it for now. Thank you.